Deal Tarot. I'm here to do an energy check-in for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just clearing the energies with some Palo Santo. Hope everybody's doing good. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's popping? All right, Libra. The full moon in Taurus is on Wednesday, November 5th. So please remember that. Because of that, I am going to pull the Moonology cards. That's what we're going to start with. All right. I would like to thank angels, ancestors, higher power, higher self for these messages and this gift to deliver these messages to the sun, rising, moon sign, and also Venus and North Node of Libra. All right. Hi. That was quick. All right. Let's see what we got coming for you guys. All right. What we have for Libra? Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. Libra. No, spirit. No. You need to expect some unexpected changes, Libra. Saw that first. Ooh. You need to meditate and contemplate with the new moon in Pisces. Some of you guys can have Pisces in your chart, or you're dealing with one, okay? So you need to meditate and contemplate. You really need to think about your next move, your actions, what you're going to do in a certain situation, and you will see what that is. All right, Spirit, stop playing with me. A new romantic cycle begins, and it's in reverse for Libra. It is time for you to breathe out with the dissipating moon. All right, give me two more for Libra. Come on, Spirit. So a new romantic cycle does not begin. Maybe you're already in one, okay? So nothing new should be popping off. Show the world the real you with a full moon in Aquarius. Some of you guys have Aquarius in your chart, or you're dealing with one or somebody that does. All right, so again, it's time for you to pop out, and show a ninja what you're really about. Oh, Spirit said one more time, you're very close to achieving your goal, okay? But you got to believe in yourself. You're very close to achieving your goal, Libra. You have to maintain balance. Ooh, a new start is coming with the new moon. Have faith in your dreams. I knew that was going to come with the waxing crescent moon, okay? And balance your spirituality and your practicality. So again, it is time for you to pop out and show the world the real you, Libra. All right? You need to meditate and contemplate how you're going to do this. Take some time in isolation. Think about your actions. Think about your thoughts. Think about, again, in meditation, sometimes when you're silent, you can hear what the divine, your ancestors, spirit guides are trying to tell you. When you're convoluted with all this chaos, all this drama, a whole bunch of people around you, so I like to call you guys the fair weather friends, right? You like the teeter totter, who you going to be around with, who you going to be friends with. It needs to be loyalty and consistency with it. Oh. I'm so sorry, Daxton. We need to pray for Daxton. All right, just lost his mother and father. I'm so sorry about that. If you leave your Cash App or come back, maybe I can give you something. I'm so sorry about that. All right. Maybe leave your Cash App. You're a 10. Are you a Libra? Yeah, you got to remember we're in the super full moon in Taurus, okay? Taurus is a fixed sign, but remember the full moons are about releasing. I just found out too somebody else committed suicide yesterday that I know. So don't like that. Again, you need time to meditate and contemplate your next move. All right, you need to meditate and contemplate what you need to do in your life. Remember, this is with the new moon in Pisces, and Pisces are filled with illusions. You also have one fish going up and one fish going down. So it also creates an imbalance in your emotions. I'm glad I can do something. I'm so sorry about your loss. Oh, thank you. All right, it's time for you to breathe out. You got to take some time for yourself and actually focus on your breath work while you're meditating. Breathing correctly, because we breathe wrong. I don't know if you guys know that. The way we've been taught to breathe. But I thought they both, Cinnamon Baker, you can get out of here. You. Um, so again, we've been breathing wrong. Sorry that your mom is depressed. A lot of people are depressed right now with that, like I said, with that super full moon. Emotions are running rampant right now. So you need to take some time for yourself. Meditate, contemplate, maybe reach and speak out to your past loved one. All right. Maybe you can get some guidance there. Reach out and ask to speak. Maybe they're now your spirit guides. Okay, I do believe that. So a new romantic cycle is not beginning, Libra, okay? But right now it's time for you to worry about yourself, show the world the real you, because you are close to achieving your goal, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to create emotional balance with yourself, and emotional balance and physical balance, working with your mind and body, your mind and your spirituality. You have to meditate before you actions can be transpired, because that new start is coming, but it, that new start depends on you and the action and the motivation you put behind it. All right, let's get the energy that Libra is in. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Leo. You also have to have faith in your dreams. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? It starts with you. It always starts with us. Always. We can't rely on validation from others, support from others. As long as you support yourself, that's the first step, like G.I. Joe, okay? So again, you have to create balance within your emotions and the things that you put into practical sense, okay? You have to create balance with your mind, your body, and your soul, all right? So let's see the energy that Libra is in. Some of you guys might experience a contract. I like this because it is the balance card, which you guys represent. So again, you have to create balance within yourself. Again, you could be looking at blind justice, karmic justice as well. So again, make sure that things are balanced within yourself before you go out and exude any kind of energy. So sometimes you might need to take a pause to really think about what you're doing. If you have to take a couple, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they suggest for meditation a day, daily. Some people can't do it 3 times a day. Maybe do it once in the morning, once at night, all right? Or once at all. Again, start slowly, grasshopper. You got to learn to crawl before you walk. Take time to breathe out with the decimating moon, because you have some attachments that may be negative that you need to get rid of, okay? Again, the full moon, and it's a super moon, it is all about releasing. So you need some attachments that you need to release. This person is dark and gloomy. It could be your thoughts. So you need to take the time to breathe. Breathe in your stomach. Make sure it's full. Exhale. Squeeze it all out. That's the proper way to breathe, okay? A new romantic cycle begins in reverse. So no new romantic cycle begins, and that's in Libra. So maybe some of you guys are already in a romantic cycle, and instead of looking for something new, someone new, or it to reinnovate itself, maybe you need to learn to value your partner. Maybe your partner needs to learn to value you with the door to value. Again, some of you guys could be working on finances, working on projects, all coming together. You have to balance things out. You have to give to your partner so they can give to you equally, all right, with the door to romance. You have doors that are opening for you. So right now, it may not be the right time to think about a new romantic start or a new cycle. You need to think about yourself. If you don't pour into yourself, how are you going to pour into others? You need to pour into yourself the right way and balance. Man holding the heart. Like I told Taurus, it's okay to be vulnerable. It is not a weakness. It is actually a superpower. So again, show somebody how much you care. Show them how much you appreciate them. Maybe they can do the same for you. All right. Maybe that will happen. Again, it needs to be balanced. Things need to be balanced out. You can't expect everything and want all this, and you're not giving much of yourself. First chakra, Archangel Michael, it was in reverse. So again, you are very close to achieving your goals. The first chakra has to do with stability. Our roots, okay? Our roots to our soul, our lives, who we are. So again, if you're focused on stability, if you're focused on achieving a goal, you have to get more grounded. You have to get more in touch with Earth. You know, for some of you guys may need to pray to Archangel Michael. He is our protector, okay? So again, you have to, with 35-8, abundance is, okay, is in your birthright. You have to believe in yourself. You're very close, but you have to maintain balance, okay? You have to maintain balance and get grounded. Be vulnerable, deceit. There could be some type of deception around you. Again, you have patience here. You have to be very patient. Don't be so hasty to make quick moves, quick actions, but you still have to take action. Cool. The thinking, man, that definitely is you, Libra. 46. Some of you guys could be 46. It actually is a 10. So there is endings for new beginnings. Again, you have to get rid of deceit around you. It could be even you deceiving yourself that this new start is not coming. Self-sabotaging yourself. Thinking too much negative. Having these negative attachments that you need to get rid of. Negative emotions that you need to release. And welcome the door to value. Open that door to success. Okay? So you can have new beginnings in every aspect of your life. You're holding the heart. Be vulnerable. Show the world the real you. Okay? Show who you really are and who you can be. So your things can come in as they should be for you. All right, let's get and tap into the tarot now. Let's get to it. What do you have, ancestor spirit guides, for Libra? What is going on in Libra's current energy? What is going on with Libra's current energy? Oh, 6 of Wands. All right. I'm getting two things about that, Libra. Some of you guys could be very much in your ego, wanting attention. Maybe that is part of your problem. You're getting attention, but are you getting the right attention? Are you getting noticed? Are you getting accolades? Okay. Some of you guys are on your high horse. You're too much in your ego. Okay. Sometimes we have to have an ego death for things to come into fruition, because we have to know that, again, life be lifing, right? Things be happening. And we have to let go of that ego and pride, because sometimes that can get in the way. All right. Be vulnerable. Ooh, with the Lovers. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini, but this is also about your choice, your choices, your decisions. Okay. Things that connect to your higher self and things that don't. This also could deal with your attachments. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Gemini or have it in your chart. You can feel like this Gemini is very egotistical as well. But again, this goes back to you, the choices that you're making in your love affairs, in your life in general. Let's see what the root cause of this. Maybe you're too egotistical with a mate within a relationship. Maybe you feel like you're on your high horse. You get too much attention. Maybe your mate doesn't like the attention that you're getting. Judgment. Eight of Wands, Scorpio's energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. All right, some of you guys are getting, you might be getting a love call or a love message from someone new. So again, you could be feeling like you're judged poorly by someone that thinks that you're on your high horse. You could be getting attention from maybe a new lover or someone that you're like, maybe. Spirit is telling you, not yet. No, not right now. It's not the time. You need to focus on your door to value, okay? You need to focus on yourself right now. And that's not being narcissist. It's being practical. It's really being reliable of who you are, all right? Let's get past energies. So some of you guys are teeter-tottering whether you take this action on this lover, on this situation, all right? Show me the past for Libra. You could be getting a lot of accolades or a lot of attention from somebody, okay, at a job. Some of you guys moved on, or you're moving on from a reconciliation. You could be moving on from hanging out with friends, celebrating a lot. Maybe you had some type of addictions, okay, is what I'm getting. Maybe you had some type of addictions that you are or have already moved away from. You got out of that party lifestyle. I don't even party that much, okay, but you do like attention. You are an attention seeker. But is it the right attention or is it the wrong attention? If you're in a relationship here, again, maybe you're getting attention from the wrong kind of people. Maybe that is making your partner look at you in a negative way. You don't want that to come out, okay? If you're in the spotlight, I understand. Maybe you can't control what other people say and do. But it's time for you, or you ended some type of cycle. And I feel like you ended a cycle of drinking, partying, being out with friends, because maybe you're focused on a project. Maybe you are focused on being a better mate to your lover, okay? You made that choice, okay? So some of you guys are in that decision making right now. If you do want to show this person more love, if you do want to open up more to this person, I'm telling you, this is what they need. They need you to step out of your ego, all right? Step off your high horse and get down to the ground level that they are. Maybe things will work out in balance for you better with this person. All right, show me higher message. What does divine have to say to Libra about this situation? Come on, Spirit. Now they don't want to come. I like jumpers, guys. Oh, here we go. Some of you guys moved on. You need to move away from heartbreak. You need to heal your heart. Some of you guys maybe were very impulsive in action. You could have dealt with a fire sign or had fire in your chart. You're trying to have victory and overcome heartbreak. You don't want to be scorned or in sorrow with this love affair that you're in. Okay, you're still holding on to things from the past. Again, that might be attachments. If this is not you, maybe this is who you're dealing with. Maybe they're still holding on to issues that you did in the past when you was out partying, drinking, hanging out all night, acting a fool, okay? Making bad decisions. Some of you guys, again, like I said, you're in a place where you're trying to balance something, okay? You need to balance your emotions with how you display yourself, your love, and your emotions, okay? Probably already said that. But again, it's okay to be vulnerable. Again, communication is the key. But you feel like you had to move on. You had to move on. Some of you guys might have even spent some time in jail dealing back and forth with the police. I see that you moved on from that. It caused a lot of heartbreak because, again, for some of you guys, you were the third party. You had third parties. But a lot of you guys took action to leave that lifestyle alone. Spirit says stay that way, okay? Show me immediate future for Libra. What's going on? So again, Libra, you have a place where you made a decision, okay? And you feel like you're not being valued for that. You feel like you're still being held accountable for your past, all right? Seven of Swords. I never liked that card. But we're going to see what it means to you, for you. Because that can be deception, cheating, but it also could be plans and hopes. So again, I do see, thank God, that you are strategizing of how to get your manifestations, to get the things that you want in life to come down from the 3D, from the ethers to the 3D. You have everything that you need to make this happen. But again, some of you guys like self-sabotaging yourself, right? You like being deceptive to yourself. You're cheating yourself sometimes, somehow. All right, but again, you need to communicate clear boundaries. You need to communicate straightforward facts. You need to communicate, okay? But the King of Swords, your energy is a no-nonsense king, all right? Maybe you need to bend a little, again, where that vulnerability might pop into. You need to bend a little. Don't be so harsh with your communication. We understand you want your manifestations to come in. They are coming in. But again, exude this energy where it needs to be, not with a lover, not with a friend. Maybe needs to be with an authority figure, your boss, somebody like that. Create, sound mind boundaries, things that you're definitely going to stick to. But again, it needs to be based on facts, not emotions. Okay. And the King of Swords, he normally is with his facts. How do other folks see you, Libra? How do other folks see you? I think I'm going to use clarifiers here. Whether you are feminine or masculine, they see you're definitely about your stability, you're about your money, you're about your business ventures, okay? They definitely see somebody that is definitely focused on getting to that bag, getting grounded, okay? Focus on stability. You want what you want. Even if you have to start off back again, being an apprentice, learning something new, you want the good life, right? You want the good life. So people see that as your focus. They see that's what you're doing. So maybe you're not giving to love. Maybe you're not giving to nurturing. You're not being very nurturing and loving. You're being a little cold, a little distant, okay? All about matter of the fact, instead of being vulnerable, being open and showing your heart, okay? Again, you had the man holding the heart, with showing the real you. So again, show that you can have a balance between both. You still can be this loving, nurturing mother or father, but you're still about your money, okay? So it needs to be a balance. And you are the balance card. Get some type of contract going, especially if it has to deal with your work. Here we got the Three of Pentacles. We have 333 here. There go Libra at its best. Two of Swords, indecisive. So again, some of you guys feel stuck. You really want to compromise and work with somebody. I don't know, Star card in reverse. But again, you're holding on to something. And I feel like it's negative attachments, mindset, or this is somebody else that you're dealing with. Okay, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, all right, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's somebody that you're trying to collaborate with, you work with, okay? It could be somebody you're trying to work with in a relationship. But right now you feel very stuck. You feel very stagnant as a stalemate. You don't know which way to go. You don't know what decision. What decision are they thinking about? But again, with the Seven of Wands and the Star in reverse, you're lacking faith. You're giving up hope. But you have to set clear boundaries about a certain situation. I feel like somebody wants you to fight for them. They want you to fight for this love, this relationship that you might be in. What is the Two of Swords for Libra? They want you to work with them better, more. They want you to collaborate with the relationship. If it's a relationship, if it's a job, they want you to do a little bit more than what you're doing. Oh, Two of Pentacles. Someone feels like you're juggling. You got too much on your mind. You're not having your priorities straight. So again, you have to make a decision to get your priorities straight. Get out of this juggling situation. Again, there's a way that you can do that. You can, contemplate, prioritize certain things, make a journal. Okay, there's ways of doing things. Okay, family might not be able to come first every day, but again, you need to communicate this. Could be somebody from the past. I feel like you guys are holding on to something from the past. You have a lot of nostalgia memories. This could be with the person that you're with now. All right, but you guys are constantly fighting, arguing because somebody is holding back. They're holding on to something. Maybe this person is the one that's holding on to the things that you did in the past. This could be a childhood lover, a friend. For a lot of you, I feel like it's a lover. You're feeling very much as the wounded warrior, like you're trying to do so much to show this person that you're dedicated. But again, they're still holding on to something that you did over here, how you used to be, how you used to show up. Maybe you're getting a lot of attention, like I said before, and they feel like it's the wrong attention from the wrong person, from the wrong people. Maybe they feel like the way, whatever you're doing now, you're getting so much attention that you might go back to how you used to be. Maybe there's something that's triggering this person. Yes, it definitely is. Again, there is divine timing and justice here. Again, patience is here. You need to do things in moderation. Okay, you need to do things in moderation. Sometimes I feel like you can overdo it. That's why you got this. You're on your high horse. You getting your ego. You getting your pride. Okay, you got to crawl before you walk. Right. So again, do things in moderation. Somebody could feel like you're testing their waters. You're testing their patience, and that's what's causing a lot of arguments here. A lot of imbalance. A lot of chaos, drama, because somebody still is holding on to this, whatever you did in the past. They also can feel like they have to be maybe the breadwinner. They always have to be the responsible one in the relationship or at the job, whatever it is for you. Maybe, like I said, help this person, show them balance, show them that you can be reliable, you can be grounded, okay, you can be stable. Because I feel like someone feels like right now you're not. Show me the outcome for Libra. You have to stop self-sabotaging yourself. I feel like someone feels like you're very deceitful. All right. The Strength card. Leo energy. Here we go. King of Pentacles in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And not, you know what? I don't feel that's fair for you, Libra. I'm not gonna, all the cards fell out in reverse. I didn't like that, except for the Strength card. I mean, okay. Now that sounds more like Libra. Ooh. I'm leaving that one. All right, Libra. Yep. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Taurus. All right, the Taurus at the bottom of the deck. You could be in a committed relationship. This could be an institution, a job, a government body that you work for. But again, this is about having some type of commitment, some type of consistency with who you are. All right. You have to be bold and courageous, again, to be vulnerable, to help, this person, because right now, either you or they feel stuck about this connection. You got the Two of Cups in reverse. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. You're not on the same page. I feel like this person feels like they're basically doing it all, being taken advantage of. They're very loving and nurturing and caring, okay? Or this is you. But again, you feel very stuck, or they feel very stuck. They feel like things are one-sided. Things are not equal. They're not balanced. Again, this is also being imposed, imposed imprisonment in your mind. This person wants to have yep, I knew it. I just said it before it came out. They want to be equally yoked again, like you guys used to be, okay? They don't feel like it's balanced out. They feel like they give more than they receive, all right? So again, Six of Pentacles, you could be dealing with the Taurus that was in Taurus reading. They want to be a happy family. They want emotional fulfillment. Again, you could have water sign in your chart dealing with one, all right? But they want the emotional fulfillment is back in your family, okay? They want the fences, the picket yard, the kids. They want they want that life, and they want you to contribute to it. They don't want to be the only one that contributes to it, or you don't want to be the only one. So it needs to be balanced, and you need to speak up about what you need from this person. You need to get this person to speak up what they need from you. But if you guys are going to do the communicating, you have to listen. Listening is part of the communicating, not just talking over at that person, not them talking over at you. It needs to be balanced, equal, receptive, and receive and give out. It needs to be equal, okay? So again, create that balance with this person. If not, then you're going to have to learn to let this person go, or they're going to have to learn to let you go and you move on. But you need to make a decision. Don't be a stalemate. Don't be indecisive. Don't continue to weigh the scale. Make it balanced, okay? Make sure that you're leaving this lifestyle that you left behind in the past, that you're leaving it behind. You're not going back to it. You're not flirting with other women, men, okay? You're focusing on your stability. You're focused on your money. To make it, if it appears that way, be that way. Don't be flirtatious, because Libras, I know you guys are very flirty. All right. So again, don't self-sabotage this situation. Don't self-sabotage yourself as well. Okay, open up your heart, be vulnerable, speak what you need. Also, listen to what somebody else needs and then respond. Talking over or at each other, I just feel that or hear that right now, is not going to be very receptive on either end. So listen to your heart, listen to the other person's heart, and then respond. A lot of people listen, or they listen to respond instead of understand. So try to understand where this other person is coming from. Have them understand where you're coming from, but it has to be a timeout where you guys actually talk to each other and not yell, arguing. Okay, you have to have a little patience. Maybe some things are going to work out, maybe in Sagittarius season, but again, you have to do things in moderation as well. You can't be giving it all to something. Say you're a cook, and then when you come home, maybe your projects, your side gig, don't give it all to your side gig or whatever. You got to equally. You got to give things to your side gig, your family, your lover, whatever you're doing. All right, because you're juggling a lot, but you have to prioritize your family, your money. You need to make a list. Sound like I said this in Taurus. So some of you guys might be dealing with the Taurus. All right. But again, if you're dealing with your family, family needs to come first. Family needs to come first. But before family comes first, you need to work on yourself because you can't give people from an empty cup. All right. Yes, you're going in a new direction. Definitely some 222 here. That's crazy. 222. My son is a Libra, 1022. So, yes, you're going in a new direction. Get rid of that past situation and focus on your future. But again, you have to communicate. You have to speak up. You also have to set some boundaries. And your person wants you to fight for them. They want you to fight for them. They want you to fight for this connection. They want you to fight for what you believe in. You also might have to stand up for yourself at work. All right? I don't care if you're new. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. This is a connection. Again, this could be you. Speaking your mind. Yes, you've been scorned. You've been hurt. Learning to detach from things that no longer serve you. Cutting them out where it no longer belongs. No longer belongs. Let's get some romance angels because there is some type of love up in here as well. All right. Please remember the full moon is on Wednesday, November 5th. That's where you need to start doing these releasement rituals, release rituals to release these attachment, negative attachment. Flirt. I think some of you guys flirt too much. All right. But here you go. Maybe you need to flirt with the person you're with. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay. Not too much, Libra, if you're in a connection. Maybe you guys need to go on a retreat. You need a date night. Okay, get a babysitter. There's a lot of passion here. Reunite that flame, okay? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Maybe you need to get that passion back in the bedroom, okay? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Again, communicate, to listen, right? Communicate, to listen, to respond, to understand, but you respond after you understand. So when you communicate, you're getting to know each other. I don't care how long you've been with each other. People find out new things about people they've been with forever. All right? That's how you reignite your passion. That's how you reignite the flame. Let your friends or family help you, okay? Ask for advice from good people, not bad people, all right? Ask for advice. Let them help you. Now, if they're a player from the Himalayas, you don't want to get their advice. Ooh, unrequited love. Upright. There could be some unrequited love here. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Maybe it was built on passion and not understanding. Maybe it was built on passion and not. Some of you guys need to release your ex. Maybe you're the one that's still holding on to ex. Maybe your person is still holding on to somebody. All right, there is some type of deception. Somebody is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And you also need to realize it is safe for you to love. Maybe somebody's putting on the act. They're putting on the mask when you're around. Or maybe you're doing this. Can't tell who it is because there's a lot of imbalance with you and the person you're dealing with. and it's creating a whole bunch of imbalance. All right. But do know this, the divine is with you. Your angels are with you. You need to be patient and kind. That's what love is. And you need to also do things in moderation. I feel like some of you guys are doing things overly excessive and you're testing somebody's waters. You're testing somebody's patience. Be nice, be kind, be loving. All right. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for your support. Thanks for being here. And remember, be you, love you. It is the highest vibration of all. And I'm out. Bye, guys.